Hello, everybody. This is Andre D. Tune the Great Johnson, along with my co-host
D Main One,
and this is W.A.G.E ENT podcast. Today, we want to ask a question. We want to know: do you think is there been a lot of upfront racism since Donald Trump been in the office? D, I believe you was telling me about a poll that was taken. Tell us about this poll.
So it was a poll not too long ago done where they had asked the people, did they believe that since Trump been in office, has there been more racism, more upfront racism? 56% of the poll agreed that Trump had incited more of racism in his country, which is more than half, and a very sad thing, but real deal thing that seemed to be going about, because we hear it almost every day,
right?
From even people in his own campaign administration. Excuse me. It's a sad thing going on, man. And we see it in this country, man. I mean, so many times we're hearing about different things in business. People that are trying to enjoy things, they're getting more people to come to them saying, get out this country. They're trying to be working upstanding Americans, trying to do what really this idea of being a civilized person is, But you have these negative, racist, bigoted, pussy-ass people, man, that sit there and, come at them sideways for nothing. They may have a different dialect, may not be able to speak English that much.
Look at you.
They coming down on them and shit. If they speaking their home language to their own family, it's like they're
people
right to do it.
Agitated, I know this.
Yeah, for some dumbass reason, man. It's their right to do it.
I know this, man. I know that there's been, I've been out like to the grocery store, to the malls, out in the streets just driving. Now it seems like when I'm around, white people, not all white people, but just majority of white people that I'm around, I feel there's tension in the air. I feel that the tension is real thick now. And the racism is, it's like they thinking they feeling and thinking some sort of way now about black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, since Trump been in the office, man, it's like that's their voice of racism. They have a right to express themselves in a way where they don't care if it's that that they racist or not. And it's a sad thing, man, because I was remembering, I was talking to a good friend of mine that I've been knowing for a long time. We were talking and he was saying, how he had went to the hospital, get, some radiation done on him. And then he went in the office and it was like three to four white nurses around. He went in there and he said hello to everyone. They all looked at him like, how dare you speak to me? Like, who are you to speak to me? And they didn't respond back. They didn't say hello back or how you doing, nothing. They just looked at him crazy. This. And I'm like, what's so sad about this is that, you come into an establishment where you feel that they're there to help you to get over whatever illness that you have. Do you really feel comfortable or really trust them treating you in a manner where they need to get you right if they're acting like this? Because it make you feel like, well, damn,
they don't care about my will.
They don't care. They can't even speak to me. They look at me like I'm like a fly on the wall. Like they don't have enough decency to say hello back when I speak to them. So how can I really trust them giving me the proper care that I need?
Yeah, that's kind of like what Charlemagne the God kind of mentioned a lot about mental health. Most people don't really realize how that traumatized people, man. To really, like you said, man, you going in there, you going through this stressful thing, cancer, man.
Right.
Here it is, you need some type of upliftment, man. That also encourages the body to heal better.
Right. And
here it is, you coming in and you trying to speak to the very ones that you are seeking help from.
And you giving off of negative energy.
They give out a negative vibe.
And that's not good at all, man. It's sad, man. But what about all these guys, man, with that young guy who killed all those people just recently, man, at the mall. That mass killing at the back to school place, man, where people going there. A lot of people of color was killed. He was targeting blacks and Mexicans. I believe, man, that young person, man, was not working alone, man. You can't tell me that guy was working alone, man. He had somebody that inspired him to go and do what he did?
If not inspired him, knew the situations that was going on, because they said he had a list. One of the individuals, it was 2 mass killings that went on, which is very tragic and sad. One of them had a list of I think this was the one that killed majority Mexicans in Walmart. It was he was targeting immigrants, Mexicans, just saying, because there were some in there. There was some whites and blacks, I believe, that was in that.
You talking about the one in El Paso, right?
Right, Texas, yeah.
Right.
So he had a list of that, and I think it was some racist notes that the police found
Now check this out. Now
possession.
Now check this out. Now he's not from El Paso, right?
I don't know exactly where the guy's from.
From what I heard, understand it, the guy was not from El Paso. He drove there. So that tell you right there, man, this guy was not working alone. It's not like he just woke up one morning and said, I'm gonna go to El Paso Walmart and I'm gonna just target all the immigrants and people of color there. They almost doing it like they doing it for a stripe or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna get rewarded at the end. I don't know if he trying to seek some fame. Is he going? I don't know if he trying to
like an Al Qaeda move or something. Like
yeah,
that,
pretty much, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then he's 21 years old. What the hell he know about racism to the full degree? He barely been living. You know what I'm saying?
Like this one brother says, like white supremacy terrorism. That's the category that he put it in.
That's the perfect category to give it. You know what I'm saying? Do we blame Trump for all this?
Man, I wouldn't really say that he's the total blame, but he has a lot into it, because now he's in a position where he needs to really think about what he says. The bad thing with Trump that I know right now, man, is that the man is insensitive when it comes to people and the history of this country, man. He just tend to say things just out his mouth, thinking that he's putting himself on I'm here, man. I'm doing my thing. We the group. We doing our shit.
Make America great again. What do you think? What do you make of that statement? Make America great again.
Oh, man.
I mean, I think we all should just pay attention to that statement alone. You know what I'm saying? Make America great again. Great again for who? Definitely not for people of color, because you're trying to get things back to where it was before. Then we had a lot of hardship. Making America great again to white people makes sense, because back in the day, you had black people that was position. We didn't have a voice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of us didn't have the courage to stand up to white people and look them in their eyes and tell them off or whatever, or beat their ass when they need to get their ass beat. You know what I'm saying? White people had a better chance of beating us and killing us and getting away with it. And now that same situation is going on now. You know what I'm saying? White people doing things amongst black people like discrimination. And remember that one time in the campaign where the white man hit the black guy in his face?
Oh yeah, and then Trump rally, and the black guy got arrested.
And black guy got arrested, and Trump, but they arrested the white guy too. But they say Trump made a comment, hey, I bail him out. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's stupid, man.
See, so that moment, man, that's when white folks got the idea where they can just do what they want and be freely showing their racism at its highest degree.
It should be.
And the president's going to back us up, because he done made a comment that if you hit a black person, do something against a black person, don't worry about it, I'm going to bail you out. So he put that stigma in the mind of a lot of white people, man. And now they thinking that they feel they can just do what they want and say what they want with it to us now.
I think that is exactly how his associates, man, should look at it, man. He's actually dividing. That is one of the things that happen that shows signs of separation right there, where he's saying now, punch this fellow American in the face because they may be at a disagreement with him. They're not speaking any violence. They're not doing anything negative. But if they get rowdy, they say they peace, man, or whatever. I'll take care of him, whatever.
Right.
That's where he and where it is true that out of any president I have seen since I lived and known has spoken in that manner. Right, but I believe, you know what I'm saying, that's a bad thing. That's very bad for our country. Right, exactly. But I believe, man, it all started when Obama was in office, man, with the Trayvon Martin situation, man. To me, that's where all this bullshit with the police brutality, killing black people stem from, man. After Trayvon Martin, man, a lot of
cops been killing black people, man, unjustly. You know what I'm saying?
They've been doing that though, man.
They've been doing it, but they never have footage. But now that footage is here and people are getting videotaped, it don't matter. They still killing unarmed black people at a high rate during Obama and Trump. But it started big with the Trayvon Martin. After Trayvon Martin with the Ferguson, Mike Brown. I think they just had like a little ceremony not too long ago about Mike Brown here in Ferguson. Yeah. Not too long ago, man. So that was big, man. Those two killings, man. A regular white person killed, where he was Mexican, white, whatever. Person killing a young black man, and a cop killing a young black man. All that happened, man. Two of the biggest killings that we had, and both of them was in the midst of Obama administration.
I think that it is just, man, honestly, since we have had a black president, since Obama first became president, that's when we had more of this hatred of black people, because it's like, how dare we elect a person of color in that white so-called office? You know what I'm saying? That's when that shit
was hot.
started.
It was mad. A lot of people was mad, man. A lot of white people was mad.
Yeah, I think that too. You know, even let me just say on that Make America Great Again, it's going to be a lot of people that probably try to justify that, saying that, you know, this is really pertaining toward the good times of, I mean, you know, really we'll have to define it after this guy being in office, actually, man. It don't make sense for them to keep that statement going, but knowing that we would love America to be great. It never has been at its greatest point in the eyesight of
African Americans,
people of color, of women in this country, actually.
Right.
Too. You know what I'm saying? It's only been mainly more of some type of gooder feeling for those of the white Caucasian male.
Right. So, but check this out though, man. Like, as far as like Make America Great Again, that's the part that kills me, because like white people never had it bad in America. When had white people had it bad in America, man?
Oh, they may say some shit about it, you know.
Nah, let me
in the 1930s when the stock market closed.
Okay, let me tell you something.
Bullshit. But you know, we had it with the people.
Well, he's not going that far back, man. I doubt that he's talking about the way it was back in the 30s, man.
You know, they would say, but when they had it bad, and when white people had it bad in this country, is when the stock market
the depression
crashed. During the Cold War.
That's going to
you know, they may say some little stuff like that, but they're not really looking at the penetration how that is.
That's going too far back, man. We talking about the fact that Trump said, "Let's make America great again." That means that he's talking about how it was in the era where he was up and going and doing his thing and making a lot of profitable things going on for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't think he's talking about back in the 30s, man. But
no, I wasn't saying that. I was saying you asked somebody would have asked a white person that, they may say, well, you know, we didn't have it all good in this country. Right. You know, at the time, we had it. You know, even though they might not have been born in that time, they may have just said. Right.
That's why I said. You know, that's why I said they probably wouldn't speak on back in the 30s, because it's too far back. Let's make America great again, man. To me, that's somewhat of a racist statement, man. You know what I'm saying? Coming from him.
From him, I would say. Coming from him, it seemed that way, racist, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what exactly you trying to say? Make America great again? Like when was it ever bad for Caucasians? You know what I'm saying?
Truthfully, man, yeah.
It's good now because a white person can say something to us or do something to us. We can whoop their ass. Or we can tear their ass back off. A lot of black people was reluctant of retaliating back, make America great again. I don't think he mean about the economic sense. Though nobody liked the Clinton administration. And to me, when Clinton administration was going on, that's when America was pretty much better than it was. The economy was good. You had racism, but it was more hidden. White people wasn't really out front with their racism. Racism was more hidden. And back in the day, Trump talking about was when white people can express their feelings on how they feel about people of color. They can do that freely. Because I remember another friend of mine was telling me when him and his wife was at this resort in Arizona, somewhere in Tempe. They went to this restaurant. They sat between two white families. They was like in the middle. He said the waitress came out, looked at them, bypassed them, took the order of the one white family, took their order, went back, came back out, bypassed them again, took the order of the other white family, and then she came back out again. When she came out again, he said that she went to a table and you start wiping the table down, And no one came to serve them or ask them how they was doing. Someone would be with you. They didn't get none of this. This just happened like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he said, they just got up and left. You know what I'm saying?
Made a whole bunch of stuff.
Now,
why spend your money there if they ain't treating you
right? That's that 1950, 1960 type of attitude. You know what I'm saying? They totally disregarding the fact that you had a people there that were trying to be served. You show no type of gratitude, no type of way of saying, hey, we want to serve you, we want to give your order, someone gonna be with you and anything like that. They ain't show any type of gratitude or nothing. They just totally disregard them like they wasn't there, like they didn't want them to be there. Like, who are these people? How dare them come in this restaurant trying to and be served and trying to eat here? You know what I'm saying?
Crazy, man.
Yeah, he told me
money the same color.
You know what I'm saying? He told me that, man. So that just goes to show you, man, that the person who owned, like the manager or whatever, they own that, because for a waitress to do that, it's nothing for you. If you report this waitress to the manager, probably nothing ain't gonna be done, because he said she did it in a way like she didn't care, and she know that her boss don't care about serving black people, so she just did what she wanted to do and just totally disregard them. You know what I'm saying? That was really messed up, man. This is what we facing now, man. It's like things is getting back to where they were back in the 60s, man.
Yeah, I mean, my opinion, man, on this topic, dude, is pretty much what probably I think majority of the audience is going to be, and the people that listen, is that Trump, I believe, most definitely is a cause of this increase of upfront racism, man. You know what I'm saying? You could tell by the bigoted, the way he speaks about women, being caught up, it being shown, and him really probably it seeming not showing any regards on it. Two, the tweets that he been having lately, the statements about the women going back to their other place where they used to live or whatnot. This shit where if they return that and said that to him, you need to go back to your country.
Right.
He would be upset or whatnot, or saying that he paid his tithes when they paying their tithes. Him making statements about other people of color lands and countries outside places, talking about them in this negative manner. He's bringing negative feedback from other countries, trying to deal with them and do good with them.
Like
to try
Russia.
Russia, China,
And he's telling
Africa.
He's telling people of color,
different continents and stuff.
He telling people like us, if we don't like it, leave or go back to where we came from.
Yeah, and then his administration, man, what's messed it up. They sit there and try to defend that bullshit. That's what make it even worse, So when all that goes down, man, and trickle downs into the people, they seen it, we're saying, well, look, our leader's doing it. He got up there, by doing this. Shit, I'm finna just be the same stupid ass way that he's doing.
Yeah, it's messed up. So we would like anybody who listen to this, we like for y'all to comment, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Give us your opinion on what you feel about what we were talking about Trump enticing racism more in his countries while he's in his administration. This is Andre D. Tune the Great Johnson, along with my co-host
D Main 1.
And this is W.A.G.E. ENT Podcast. Peace.